What's going on, Laser? Howdy, Ghostdog, and all happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to you as well. Got a tails vote here. Let me flip this coin. There we go. Start and flip. And stop. Looks like we got John inviting first. Right. So that's how we started this. That is how we started. I think I actually have the final. There we go. So that's how we started. As you can see there, we had, oops. I went to that one first. Let's close that one down. Minos, Oron. Grass came out of Oron. Minos, Johnwho came out of. That is how we got started. That's who was in our finals. You can see who they went through. Grass ended up defeating Stig, then Truth, and then Raffin to get into the finals. And then we had John end up coming out facing Discord Bot, Elfwin, then Damien to get to the finals, and that's how we got started. So there's that. I think they are both. I do have his stream. Yeah, his stream is up. So let's get a copy of his stream. Live there. That. Shrink down. Oh, don't like that. I don't know what that was. Just work on getting this fixed a little bit here. And we'll get right into this. Discord. That. Yep, there we go with that. All right, we'll get this flipped over to here. And then I know Jason's running a smidge behind. He had to run a quick errand. And then Matt to Hill is just finishing up dinner. And he should be joining us as well. See if we can get this going here. Looks like we are underway. And Grass is on YouTube, so it will be a little bit off. What is this? It keeps wanting to grab. I don't know what it was. Keep wanting to grab. That's what keeps wanting to grab. I'll lock that right where it's at. It's like, why does it keep wanting to grab something else? What's going on, Cataclysm? Happy Father's Day, Cata. I think that should give us a pretty good picture right there. All right, we are underway. We got Tuma, Tigra in Spot Band on John's side. On Grass's side, we got Hulkling, Torch, and Kingpin Band. As you can see below, we are doing Victory Track this time around. And we got Master Chisholm Overtime 1 and Picture of Health with Zemo and Sassy Blacklisted, along with Kitty and Kate Bishop whitelisted, thanks to our God Freya this week. Which here at the end of the season, I will release who the gods were for their week, just in case you forgot which week they were, so that you can say, oh, I kind of figured that was that person, or I had no idea that person would be that mean. I think we're just joined by Jay Will. Jay Will, what's going on, man? Maybe Jay's got us on mute, so he's probably just getting things wrapped up on his side. I'm sure he'll join us on voice shooter very shortly. Robbie. Well, hopefully nobody's getting clapped. Hopefully we get all 7 games. These 2 players have been really solid for their runs. Looking forward to a excellent match. Excellent match. So again, bottom right corner is John. Top left corner is Grass. Grass is on YouTube. I didn't get a chance to grab his screen and share his info beforehand. Let me see if I can do it via phone. Grab his link. Copy link. Yeah, Jay, I know you're on. I just waiting for you to unmute. I don't know if you're... Yeah. Are you muted? No, unmute yourself. That's what I wanted. My channel. There it is. Turn it down so I don't... That was new, but okay.
What's going on, Laser?
There we are.
Robbie in the building, R.A.B. Tobias, Cataclysm. What's going on, everybody? How
you sending me messages like we're
Sorry,
on.
I'm a little late. It was raining extremely hard.
Okay, let me fix this right
I had to drive a little bit slower.
No worries. No worries. Let's get view here just right.
Not sure what GD is doing at the moment.
Oh, you can't hear me.
No.
That's why I was like, bro. Yeah, Jay, unmute yourself.
You were on mute the whole time. I'm like, well,
I didn't even know. I didn't realize I was even on mute. There we go.
Yeah, okay. All right. Hello, everyone, again. What up, GD? How you doing, man?
They can hear you. They can hear me, and they can hear you. We just couldn't hear each other.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I walked into, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Captain Britain versus Korg and Scorpion versus Mangog. Is that what?
Correct.
Okay.
All
right.
We have John on Discord, and we have Grass on YouTube, so he's going to be slightly behind, so we'll get to probably see the results.
But we got to talk on your...
John got the earthquake filter. Yeah, he's got the earthquake filter going on.
Okay. I don't know. These are super solid matchups, especially for this meta, which is pretty well non-existent unless you have a ton of buffs.
No. Really... You're thinking Glass Circuit. It's 50 track this week in the semis.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. I thought it was Glad Circuit. My bad.
Nope.
I stand corrected. Okay. Well then, yeah. It looks like Scorpion.
Scorpion finished, but John finished faster.
Is that wait?
Yeah, John finished faster. It's, you gotta remember, or not John, but Grass finished faster.
I was about to say, it looks like Grass.
Yeah, Grass finished faster. Yeah, Grass ends up taking the first one.
Okay.
By finishing just slightly faster. He did take some health loss, but not enough to the point where he costed himself anything.
And I think, honestly, that might have had something. I walked in the middle of it. Since it's victory track, I know that you can mitigate their healing with the poisons. However, initially, that percentage might matter, because I think they finished a couple seconds apart, if I'm not mistaken. So getting that regen probably slowed down his time factor, which ultimately
Yep.
might have cost him.
Yep.
So that's something to consider. But Scorpion does work. I-Bomb does work for these metas because the poison will mitigate the healing, and it will eventually reverse it when you get enough with despair and things of that nature. But yeah, it does slow down the fight initially.
All right, so we got Joe Fixit versus Doom, and I forgot who John put. I didn't see who John put down. Rank 4 cap written. Yeah, I think it's rank 4. We can ask him.
Yeah.
I don't think he
Sunspot
ranked 5.
versus
Absman.
Absman. So that's a tricky fight in my opinion because you don't want to push him to special 2, otherwise you're in trouble. I mean,
Right.
you'll still get the burst damage, but the way Sunspot operates is you do want those incinerates on the opponent. So he needs to keep him in his Uru form, or he needs to knock down this form the moment
Right
that
away.
he goes into another form, either magma and or to try to refine. So this is going to be a little challenging. Not to mention that he will trigger the masochism because he has nothing to stop it. So he's pushing him to the SP2. So I think he's going to try to bait it out and then
I think
knock
this
him
might have
down.
been more of a throw than anything.
I've actually
just to
done
set
this
himself
fight
up.
before, to be honest with you.
The Sunspot?
Oh yeah, it can work.
Well, there it was. He knocked him out of his form.
Yeah, he still hits really, really hard. It's not a matter of if he can do it. It's just a matter of it's going to be a little slower. Yeah,
took a little bit of damage. That might be it right there.
So I think that's nerves right there. What that is not just nerves, but the way you want to play Sunspot, you want to hold the heavy a little bit to build up the solar charges that you gain back from your opponent's incinerates by placing them on them.
He did finish quick.
He did finish quick, but I think that was more of a forced habit and a little bit of nerves there by trying to do that because he did delay
should be over now.
his heavy.
I think that should put him tied.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was still close. It was only 135 point difference because of the time frame.
Right. So had Sunspot not gotten that combo, he would have actually took that 2-0.
Oh yeah, he would have took
because
that
I told, like I said, I've taken that fight. It's a very fast fight. It's just a little bit trickier of a fight.
Yeah, I wish there was a way to pause Discord. There isn't.
Right. But we both know these fighters are very capable. We both know they're very smart. I watch Grass. I'm subscribed to Grass. If you're not, please go subscribe to him. He's a very talented, smart player.
I just pinned his channel that he's streaming on right now to right above, so you can grab that there.
Okay, awesome. And John has proven himself as well throughout this tournament. He makes very strategic, smart decisions. And from everything that I've seen about John, I've watched him about 4 times now. He plays the long game, guys. He's very consistent. He plays the long game. I have not seen him be dominated in any matchup at all. I've seen close matchups, but I've never seen him be dominated. So this is going to be very, very interesting.
Interesting part with Fat Man is you don't want to. He's going to regen if he takes too much damage. So,
right.
And he's got the power detonation thing going on. And real quick, since we got here, we got Matt Hill now on call as well. Matt, welcome. I've told people you were coming, so.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was just finishing stuff in my face.
You're good.
What up, Matt?
And we got Chavez versus Chavez. Both 7 stars.
I don't know how that fight's gonna go, but I know Chavez offensively is very good, so I imagine that she would do Chavez things. But you got Juggy versus Fat Man, which actually can work because the thing about Fat Man is if he takes 10%, more than 10%, he'll start the regen. However, Juggernaut, there's a couple of ways around that. One, Juggernaut has a stagger with his heavy. Number 2, I mean, Juggernaut is so fast and he hits so hard, and the thing about Fat Man is on the last hit, I believe, if he has 5 of those, if you glance on the last hit, then if he has 5 of those armor ups or whatever they're called, I can't think of the name, then you will be stunned. But that never came into play there. So
it looks like Grass took this one 2-0 or 2-1.
Yep.
Game 1. So there we go. See what adjustment John will make. Like you said, John does play the long game.
he really does.
well, he'll need to make some adjustments to kind of make sure that he's not taking fights that are going to take so long or give Grass any major advantages.
Right. I don't think there was necessarily an advantage there. I think they were pretty equal coming out swinging at each other. I just think that with Ant-Man, or Fant-Man, excuse me, if you get that disintegration debuff on you, it ticks you down over time. So instead of actually blocking his specials, you kind of want to dex him so that doesn't happen. And I think he ate too much special.
He ate too much of special one.
Right. Where it ticked him down.
What's going on, DTX? Nick 136, thank you for your sub. Man, Nick, I thought you were already subbed.
What up, Nick? What up?
Kind of hurt.
And actually, Matt is very knowledgeable about more of these newer champions than I am. So anytime you want to chime in or correct me, Matt, please do.
I mean, you should often chime in and correct Jason as many times as possible.
I'd like to fully disagree with that statement. Jason reads every single champion ability.
I do.
So I don't understand how anyone could be more knowledgeable than this guy. But no, like I think it's interesting. The Chavez versus Chavez in that last game sort of ended. It was like a bit better than what I thought it could have ended, actually. Especially after he took that special 2 to the chops.
Nick says, "Dang, you got me. Yeah, I got you. I got a chime that lets me know when people sub, Nick."
Mine doesn't do that anymore. Actually, I need to have a look at my alert thing.
I turn mine off. It will tell me on YouTube, but I turn the actual the sound off because I hate it. Jabari knows how much I loathe it, so he won't change it. He won't change it. So yeah, I turn mine off.
Yeah, it's okay, Nick. You don't need to confess.
Nick makes a very valid point. I don't do many videos, and it really doesn't recommend the streams much. It doesn't. I have really scaled back on the video side of things just because of time.
The have you done anything since you took that last champion to rank 4?
He took a rank 5 and a rank 4.
Yeah, I did a rank 5 and a rank 4 recently. I did Scorpion, which I did release that video.
I've seen the Scorpion one, but I don't think I saw the rank 4 one or anything from you on that.
I don't think I did a video on the rank 4, which was just Human Torch.
Okay. Yeah. Have you used Future Ant-Man much? I know you did.
I have.
How you finding them?
He was the last rank 4 before Human Torch.
Yeah.
I didn't do much video wise on him.
How you find him though?
I love him.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. Very good.
Yeah. What happens is Jason finds matchups that I can't use him for.
Yep.
When we do our little
like
things I do to help him make his videos.
Yep.
He finds the most ridiculous matchup
Who?
for me to fight. He doesn't want to let me cook. He bans all my top champs.
That's right.
And he says, "Well, I need you to leave this champ, and this champ, and I can't use him on offense like Scorpion because he wants to do fights against Scorpion." I'm like. Then he gives me, like, I'll draft Scorpio will be my only science champ, and then he'll lay down like a Rentra. Like, what?
Okay. Speaking of Rentra.
Yeah, speaking of Rentra.
There is one on the screen right now.
There's 2 of them on the screen. We got Joe Fixer versus Rentra, and we have
Mr. Negative.
What's his name? Mr. Negative.
Okay, interesting.
I actually favor Mr. Negative a little bit more here, because he can reverse that regen. But
it depends because there's not the regen reversal is fine.
I do like the champion,
but it depends on how it goes because the AI can play a huge part,
right?
As well as maybe unfazed kicking in against negative, or there is a few different things, but negative can go okay.
I do like Joe for this fight as well, but I think you want to stick to special ones. Am I wrong about that? Get all those bleeds on him, just take them down pretty quick.
It will be fine.
As you possibly can.
Now that is a 7-star Joe, so that's basically the equivalent of a rank 4.
He will do good damage.
And Grass's Rentra is unduped.
And you can see here that the damage from negative was didn't actually do as much as what you were probably thinking it would.
Right.
Because by the looks of things, that's a rank 4, maybe a rank 5 Rentra against a rank 3 negative.
Let's see how it finishes out. Looks like John should take, John should take this one.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. But then again, I think John is ahead, correct?
John's slightly ahead, but he's also like if you look at the time ticking down,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
he was
that's true.
ticking down pretty quick.
Um, yeah. I guess he didn't get his negative going as fast. And another thing that I'm noticing, Matt, I don't know if you've noticed this. A
Um,
lot of players that I'm noticing facing Rentra, they back off of the special two, even when it's unblockable. I'm not fully understanding why. I know, I guess it's just maybe a safety or comfort thing, but normally if you want to punish the special two, you want to be right there next to him.
That timing changes a whole lot from when
mm,
it shoots when you're right next to it versus when you're further away. So the comfort level is let's back off
yeah,
and avoid getting hit by the special two at all.
it varies a lot, again, based on the comfort of the player. Like, so for yourself, Jason, a high celestial player. For someone
Yeah.
like Nick, who's in the chat, DTX,
Matt to
Nick puts
heal.
up really high scores. Like, you guys are probably quite happy to dex that Rintra special 2 from like a millimeter away.
Right.
But
But
there's
even
but there's a chance that you will still get caught by it, like
Yeah,
one in
if
10
you
correct.
times.
don't understand the timing, you will get smacked.
Right, that is true. But in that also you can still block it next to him,
100%, yeah.
and then immediately punish is what I'm
Yes.
Right.
saying. Because the special two, as long as it's not unblockable, it really doesn't hit that hard, in my
No,
opinion.
it depends on a lot of it has to do with where he's at, like how many ruptures he's got on you, things
I
like that.
I personally think for this meta what you're saying is right. But if this was the Gladiator Circuit meta right now, I feel like the the damage taken from blocking that special 2 could be up to like 10%, depending on the champion you're using.
Right.
And then in a quote unquote nuke meta, that 10% HP is
Yeah,
probably
that
the
matters.
same as a
Right, that
lot of
matters.
time.
Yeah,
So
that
like
matters. I
I'm
think
I'm stopping where I'm at now in this season of Battlegrounds. I just hit like Mysterium 3, but I won't stay there. I'll be dropping to Quantum. But I've noticed this season for me, it's been the most difficult season so far in terms of like punching up. So if I'm using a rank 3 versus a rank 4, what they're doing rank 4 versus rank 4, I've noticed I've struggled a lot more with that this season than any in the past.
got you.
Yeah, it looks like Valkyrie took care of
And
business versus
and
Hercules.
I agree, Nick. By the way, TJ would also agree. Joe is pretty good.
Yeah, no, I've been a long time fan of Joe. I just like giving Nick crap, but I honestly I don't have a Joe to
Yeah.
rank up. If I had him as a 7-star, I think I'd invest in him. Cause I
I
know
have him. It's one of the few 7 stars I actually have that I will say I sometimes don't mind using
yeah,
He,
no, he's good.
in
I don't,
arena.
I don't know. I don't know if any of you managed to catch any part of Nick's stream early.
I caught some of
Today,
it. Yeah,
yeah,
I caught
But
some of
I've
it.
been very busy.
he had the most ridiculous Hyperion RNG in one of the fights I've ever seen in my life.
Going against him or using him.
Using Hyperion, like TJ is bad, but wow, that RNG was crazy.
Oh wow.
Here we
Okay.
go. We got
I think
Scorpion
it was
versus
I think it was
Gordo.
like 55.5
Titania
people.
versus Absman.
Damn.
Yes, I'm gonna
Uh,
back Titania for this, but
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like Grass is having too many issues playing Absman because he did so well with his sunspot. So I would be concerned with Titania for him either. And again, Scorpion is a little bit slower because he's going to continuously trigger
And
the
you can't
masochism.
you can get the special 2 off, but it just doesn't do anything for the heal back. So if you take any damage, you're not healing any of it back or anything like that.
Also, Titania, when she throws her special 3, the masochism will do absolutely squat if he has max despair because you put so many debuffs.
I don't know. I think John is going to take game 2.
oh yeah, this is the victory track meta, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I
Victory
was
track
thinking.
meta.
That's what I was
sorry,
thinking,
Scorpion
Matt.
would take
When
it.
I walked in, I was like, "Wait, this isn't Gladiator Circuit?" Like,
Yeah, no, sorry,
Yeah,
Scorpion.
victory track this week.
Scorpion should take this quite cool.
At least for this matchup and the semifinals of the God round. which I will make an announcement as soon as we are done with this one.
Yo, who
What's going on, Dad?
who's the guy that like witnessed the kid, bro? Is he okay? Is he good?
He is. He is. I'm gonna leave this chat to just those who are tournament organizers for now, though. For these upcoming matches.
All right, so we got So that's John. So we're 2-2, correct?
Yeah, we'll be 1-1. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, 1-1. I'm
1-1.
I'm looking at the number 2, and that just came out as 2. But yeah, and actually they're dead even when it comes to the score for total points.
They've all each one has went 3.
Right. So
this is kind of what we expected with this one, just because they both had such great bracket runs.
They did. They both are very, very talented players. I don't necessarily know if we're going to see too many switches and bans unless we see a champion that is just giving somebody a headache. I think they're pretty much locked in where they're going to be locked in at, in my opinion.
Sorry, as well, just I've just seen them in chat. DTX, did you ignore me on Discord again? Because I swear you do it once more. Swear you do it once more.
Nick says Hype went bird today.
Hype went bird today is what he said.
It was nuts.
Does he did you notice if Nick had the Gamora relic on Hype? Because I have the 6-star Gamora relic on my Hype, and he just gets so many additional furies and stuff.
No, it was it used the 4 relic on Hyperion. I hit a Nick Fury for a 55k score.
Whoa. That's impressive.
Was
super impressive.
38 seconds.
Now we also know that Nick was running ouchies today too, so that might have had a little something to do with it.
How's it going?
It's going,
Oh, you wasn't that time?
No,
well,
he wasn't.
Oh, wow, nice. That's super impressive. Because I know KT and people were telling you to take them off, and then you were like, "I'm not doing it." So
I got about 5-10 minutes. I'm in the middle of an intermission in a pool tournament, so figured I'd pop in and say hi to you guys.
What's going on, Zigo?
I don't know much, man.
All right, well, enjoy your.
I think the bans have stayed the same.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm looking.
No. Grass just ended up banning Scorpion.
I'm looking at that
changed.
MCOC and thinking that's going to be a nightmare.
So Scorpion has cost him that round, so he's believing that he's going to be a problem futuristically.
He's going to be a problem futuristically. Not necessarily defensively. He's like, I'm not going to let him use his Scorpion offensively.
Right.
Anymore.
You're going to have to beat me another way, and that's actually, in my opinion, that's smart.
Sometimes it's smart. Yeah.
Kind of see it early and be like, you know what, you're going to have to beat me another way. You know. Not that I don't believe that John won't respond, because I think their decks are pretty. They're pretty good to where they can use almost all of their champions effectively, from what I've observed. So I don't think that'll be a problem by taking away one offensive champ.
Versus Mangog and Vision versus Absman.
That is different. That's different.
I'm not a fan of any of these matchups.
Yeah, I don't like them either. That is different. That's very different. But if I had to guess, I know he just released a Vision video as far as Grass. He is a fan of the champion, so he has taken Absman against Eggatron. We all know Egg.
Yep.
Aiden. So yeah, he put up some impressive scores. He put up around 49 for both of them. So I wouldn't expect anything less from him. Kingpin, I don't see that happening. So maybe it's a strategic throw. I don't see him beating the score of a 49, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
But anything can happen with any of these AI.
True.
That's the problem. The problem, this Mangog is a huge problem with the block penetration.
Yep.
Stat focus right now. He's a huge problem.
With that special too. What's going on, Cedra? How we doing?
John didn't really help himself at the start of the fight, and I don't know if anyone noticed it, because he was just throwing 5 hit combos.
Right.
5 hit combos are bad.
Very bad. Another thing that's very bad that I'm noticing is he's throwing the special 2. The reason why, in my opinion, that's bad is because you're constantly giving him power through Mystic Dispersion by throwing that special 2.
Yeah, because of the unstoppable.
Right.
I think they did it for a reason, and it was to keep themselves being able to kind of like parry whatever if they
And
messed
there
up.
it is. Vision handles Asman very cleanly.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Wasn't as fast, I'm sure, as he wanted, but he felt. I'm sure he felt like it was a safe fight for him. So there's of game 3, match number 1. We have John taking a quick early
Gerald.
lead in that one.
Yeah, you're not invisible, Gerald.
What's going on, Gerald?
What's going on, Gerald?
Cedra, what's up, my
It's
brother?
3 a.m. here, my good sir. I'm sorry, it's 3 a.m. where you're at, Gerald. It is 3:30 p.m. here.
Oh, wow. 12 hours away. Wow.
Okay, I can understand this.
Yeah, I think Gerald went. Him and his family took a trip like as soon as school finished. I think he's still on holiday, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so he's using Fury here, which can work against Chavez. I'm actually a favor of this matchup a little bit more than I am with the Rentra matchup, unless they have corrected that bug. You know which bug I'm talking about, Matt? Where when Kate knocks down Rentra, he does not lose his mythical charges.
I believe that has been fixed for a little while.
Yeah, I think they fixed that on not the last patch, but the initial patch of the month.
Okay. If I am Nick Fury here, I'm doing exactly what John is doing. I am not caring. I'm actually just gonna let her rip, let her throw off whatever she wants to, because the end game, in my opinion, would be to drop
to get
her
back to a special one, or back to your second life.
Yeah, but it looks like he's having issues now, so maybe he's deviating from that plan. I don't know.
No, it looks like he might have some input issues going on.
Oh,
No,
Like, he literally.
I think
he's
he's
going
letting himself
second.
getting beat up on purpose.
Yeah.
Although that is not the way to go about it. I think that's
Especially when she's at a special 3.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. He had a solid plan initially.
What's going on, Parasite? How we doing? What's going on, Robert
Hey,
Jeffries?
Parasite. He should have just, in my opinion, allowed her to throw that special 3 off when he was in the regular or the life model decoy.
First life model decoy.
Yeah, but now this is just gonna cost him. She's gonna come out with all her dimensions, and yeah, that's gonna be it.
Gerald says, I'm in the Philippines visiting family and vacationing. Yeah, that's right.
Nice. Yeah.
Hope to be in another tourney. Demi, yeah, we'll talk about the future of the tournaments for us coming up here soon as well. I'm like 12 hours ahead East Coast and 15 hours ahead of West Coast. Yeah.
That's just gonna give grass.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see grass losing that, but yeah. And that was very winnable with Nick Fury. Very winnable with Nick Fury.
It was a very, very close, actually.
It was very close. But I don't think John thought about the interaction with the what do you call it? Masochism, I guess. It's a little bit more challenging with champions that give off a lot of debuffs or guarantees.
I'm thinking I might seeing people talking about the arena. I'm thinking I might go for round 2 of the arena grind.
If I was
you
off
should.
this week,
Hey,
if I was
JJ.
off this week, I would. What's going on, JJ?
There you
My
go.
internet is cat who's playing. Please, we got Johnwho versus Grass MCOC today for their finals. JJ.
The John is Nick's alliance mate, I believe. But yeah, I think Danny went for about 110 million. It looks like in the end.
Oh wow, that's not
Oh,
bad.
it's not super bad.
Larson,
we had
I
a couple.
did stream.
We had a couple put up 200 million. I think, and went like 50, top 50ish for him.
Larson, he has streamed. Where have you been?
Yeah, I streamed
He's
Battleground.
had a couple of them, actually.
Yeah, bro.
2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, you just didn't show up, man.
That Mangog is trouble.
That Mangog is
Yeah,
trouble.
but he's refusing to ban it. I think he feels more safe with banning the other 3 that he has. He has not switched that up yet.
I understand the logic though.
I can't understand why anyone bans a tumor.
Well,
After this rework,
yeah.
No.
hey, he's a little bit. If he's high sig,
Hey, even FinTech banning my tumor.
He's
So.
he's a little bit broken still right now, but I'm sure that'll get fixed soon.
Man, that thorn damage from a tumor at max sig is not fun.
Oh,
And there's like no way around it.
Larson, were you hoping J-Will was going to be doing
I did
a stream for the? Were you on the scorecard?
No, I don't think we're on the scorecard. You're not on the scorecard this time, are you, Jay?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Oh, you are? Yeah.
It might be that they wanted that then.
Yeah, I'm one of the highest on there.
Yeah.
But I did do 2 friendly streams, Larson. One originally was me doing Gladiator Circuit, and then I climbed to like 437 points, and I said I was done. And then I started doing friendlies from that point on for the duration of that stream. And the one prior to that was just strictly friendlies. I'll probably end up doing friendlies one more time tomorrow. But then that's it. I told you, Saf, I couldn't commit to as many friendlies this season, just due to personal commitments and stuff, which he said is fine. So
Looking at this,
I'll do one more tomorrow.
Oh, okay. That Mangog's appeared his little face again. But I believe this
John has drafted his man.
Yeah,
that's why, and that's why he's not banning him, because he has opportunity to pull his man guy.
Correct.
And he's got Wong too as a 7-star.
Grass.
But I don't see the Pierce focus on either one of those 7-star champs.
No, I wouldn't. I don't think I'd put Pierce on Wong anyway.
I definitely put it on Mangog. I
Mhm.
definitely put it on Mangog, 100%.
100% on Mango.
JJ has put out a note saying she's not doing the Yusafa card, and she wants others to have a chance to win.
And I respect that.
Yeah, I do too. JJ's a monster. She's a beast.
She's big time problems.
Yeah.
Sorry, DTX. I'm just showing you how it feels.
Yeah. How does that feel?
There you go. I've replied to you. If you tell me you can't tell me, then I'm just going to block you as well. So.
Dang.
So John's using Magneto versus Dragon Man, and we're going to do another Titania versus Rentra. Could be just a short throw by Grass, as he did almost get it down, but it was not a pretty fight.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay,
he's
so
gonna
Magneto
try
is-
again. Larson, no, I had planned on doing that, but on the 22nd, guys, I will be committing to Final Fantasy 16. So that's gonna come out. So I'll be doing a lot more of that game.
I know my girl's like game stressing with all the games that came out. So
Yeah.
we had Tears of the Kingdom come out on Nintendo, and then we also got her Diablo 4 on PlayStation 5, and she's currently playing Final Fantasy 14 as well. Now Final Fantasy 16 is getting ready to drop.
Yeah.
She's like, and I think there's one other game she's looking at too. Like, she's like, I need y'all to chill out.
Right. I'm sorry, JJ. You didn't have to buy a PlayStation 5 for Final Fantasy 16.
Here we go. Go on,
But
John.
I'm
Just
sure
throw
John
it. Don't lose
appreciates
it. Don't lose it. No.
Throw it, John.
What is he doing? Throw it, dude.
I think he's
throw
afraid of the armor
Bro,
break.
are you? Oh man, it doesn't matter because he's bleeding
Really?
me, so he's gonna get all that damage anyway.
It should just kill Dragon Man anyway.
Yeah,
It
it should, dude. That should.
I'll take him very close.
Yeah, he's almost.
The lag between the screens, Parasite, is big. One is on Discord, the other one's on YouTube.
Oh, he went to the special 3. Oh no, hit him with it. Oh man, that's so unfortunate. That won't kill though. That will definitely not kill.
No, but it'll make him a real jerk face.
Maybe because he
It's
has
gonna-
a 70% ability accuracy reduction, so maybe. Yeah, see, he didn't get it.
Yeah, that's still bad.
Well, if Grass doesn't finish,
Grass ends up
fight-
winning.
Nah.
Or, John ends up winning.
Yeah,
John will win.
yeah.
John ends up winning. But man, that was a lot uglier, I'm sure, than he wanted.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to win him ugly. But giving him that matchup when he knows he doesn't have, I wouldn't be surprised if Grass bans Rincher from here on out.
The thing is that
I know he's got one, but his is lower ranked and unduped.
But then again, this is what I'm talking about the long game. And Matt does this a lot. He's done it to me several times. He's like, okay, fine. So you're gonna make this move. Well, now you opened up this move, and he'll expose that. That's the key, and that's what I mean by John plays the long game. Okay, you're gonna take this away from me, so now I'm gonna show you what mistake you made by giving me this. You see what I'm saying? So even if he does take that Rincher away, there's still another problem around the corner.
Yeah, there's still more problems.
Right.
The armor break on Dragon Man messed up a lot. It did. With the Billy Axe reduction, though, he didn't get the Degen on him. It just ended up being a bad finish. Race, what's going on? How we doing? All right, so we got AA versus Rintra, and we got American Chavez versus Mangok. And sorry, there's not much we can do currently about it. Jay got home a little bit late, so we couldn't get him to set up his stream to keep these two in line.
Yeah,
but
sorry about that, guys.
No worries. No worries. We will need to talk about that for tomorrow, though, Jay.
Yeah, no, we're good. We're good tomorrow. I'm off, so we're straight. We are 100% good. You just need to tell me a time.
Because I think we're going at 11 a.m. tomorrow.
Okay, that's
starting
fine.
at 11 a.m.
11
and I
a.m.
know
is not a problem.
Finn should be streaming.
But
Dab will be on Discord.
Okay, that's fine. Let's
and
rock.
Then KT and McLean's obviously both will be streaming.
Right.
We still may need to. I don't think there's a way to pause Twitch. Twitch is usually ahead.
Twitch is definitely going to be ahead.
So I may need you to grab his Twitch stream and we'll do the same thing there.
Yep, that's no problem. I got you.
All right, so I think this one, is going to go 2-0.
Yeah.
So we've had 2-1, 2-1, 2-0-2, 2-0.
Yeah, they're both.
And we're matched up
at 0-2.
2-2.
Yeah, again. So he had a late start with Archangel. You really got to get Archangel going, and I think not to put you on blast, but I think Matt, I watched one of your streams. Either you were doing friendlies or you were pushing the circuit, or not the circuit, or just the victory track, and I think for the life of you, you got pinned in the corner against Kingpin with your Archangel, and you was trying to get your Neros and everything going, and he would shrug something, and then the masochism over time would come into play, and it just looked like you were having a terrible time. So that's one of the things you got to think about with Archangel is once you get him going, he's fine, but it's trying to get him
it's
going.
That RNG,
right?
RNG
It's trying to actually
going.
get him going with this masochism meta.
Yeah, sometimes it starts off really great, and a lot of times it can be a struggle.
Yeah, don't Archangel a SIG 200 Kingpin.
Yeah,
I'm 1,000 away from a 7-star, but made it to GC, so we'll be able to open a 7-star after BG ends. Nice. Robert.
Congratulations, Robert. I hope you. Actually, who are you wanting? Let's do that.
Don't put that out. Don't put it out in the world, Robert, because for some reason the game knows when you put it out in the world, and then you don't get that chance. That's how that works.
Right.
All right.
Right, DTF.
Same bands.
Okay, you're in trouble.
Same bands. It looks like there's okay, so he took Dragon Man again.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he would have took Man God, just because he's been such a pain.
Well, maybe he's wants to, because the thing is about Dragon Man is he's a versatile champion, more so than Mangog in my opinion. So he can use him for offense or defense, and that's kind of how I start my drafts with. Is I try to grab a neutral champion that can do both. So in the event that I need to be like, okay, he's got a counter to him, so now he's offensive, or he doesn't have a counter, so I can use him as a defensive. Right.
Yeah.
So,
oh, okay. The band's still. So, Rintra's still not banned.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised about Rintra not being banned as well. But then again, does he want to give him back Torch or Hulkling? He obviously says no to Scorpion.
I think out of those three, I think that Scorpion would have to be the one that you give back, because Hulkling's not going to trigger anything.
Right.
He's really, really fast. And Torch is not going to trigger anything unless you want to parry. And he's really, really fast. So,
Torch will trigger unless you put him in. Well, most people
Right.
here are gonna put him in Nova Flame.
Right. So it won't. Yeah,
gonna
he's
trigger
not.
that
He's
way.
not going to trigger anything. So unless you want to trigger it, which with Torch I would argue you probably do, because once you get the Nova Flames on them, you'll start reversing their regen. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like a double-edged sword for your opponent, because they're taking damage even though they're supposed to be healing. So
What's
yeah.
good to saying? How's it going?
What's up?
Same.
Sam?
What's going on?
If I was John, I would have hunt on it to match him.
You do what now, Matt? I didn't hear him.
I
Sorry.
was going to say I was going to take Nimrod, but I'm thinking of the other man. I think I would have gone Gallon there personally. Just for
You
that
would've-
Viv.
Right. But we have not actually seen him use Viv on defense yet. I've only seen him offensively use her, so I don't know. Like, sometimes, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong on this, I think that some people get so set in their ways where they're kind of like tunnel vision with certain champions, where they don't consider placing said champion on either offense or defense, even though that champion could be good for that matchup and or a great defender in that given circumstance, but they just don't think that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just so accustomed to playing this champion in a certain either as a defensive champion or offensive champion, and that's literally their mentality. Have you guys noticed that about some players or anything? Or
Yeah.
Just real quick.
Sorry, I just noticed what GD's just noticed on the screen. Yeah, no, I get that 100%. I can understand what you're saying. The thing is, like, I don't see a fabulous domino counter right now, and she can still fail Viv's things.
oh, can she?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I haven't. I mean, I have Viv, but I don't use Viv ever. Yeah, so I didn't know that.
Like,
Here we go.
Grass looks
That
like
should
he's
fix
struggling a little bit here.
Oh, he's in the corner. That's never where you want to be with Core.
Yeah, everywhere you want to be with Cord.
Core gets so aggressive when you're in the corner, guys. It's terrible. I don't know. It's like something triggers in the AI where his AI just gets hyper aggressive when he has you pinned in the corner. And dude, Grass is feeling a lot of these hits, man. He's feeling a lot of these hits, and then he's gonna heal him up towards the end. Oh my god, damn!
Yeah.
That
There
AI,
it is.
bro. That AI. Good God.
Hello, C-Note, by the way. How's it going?
Oh, what's going on, C-Note? Mike.
C-Note,
hello.
what's good?
But yeah,
Mike
man.
Hill?
I've been in that position on more than one occasion with Korg, and let me tell you, man, it's a nightmare to try to get out of the corner when he has you pinned to the corner.
Yeah, when he's pinned in the corner and goes unblockable, unstoppable, you might as well just say, well, I'm going to go fight another day because this one is not going to end the way we want it to.
There's only a couple of champions that can get out of a situation that I've used, primarily Juggernaut, for the fact that you better have some unstoppable buffs because you're going to be boxing. There's also Valkyrie, but you better have that first Pierce buff, otherwise you're not getting out. And sometimes Domino can luckily get her way out of there as well. But
And this is what I call pivotal game 5.
Yeah.
And Jay knows why I call this pivotal game 5.
Yes.
Especially when you're at a 2-2. Mainly because this is the one that kind of swings. Whoever wins this one has to win only one more. Not that it can't be done if you lose this one, but it just makes it that much harder on the person who doesn't win.
So for me here, Grass needs to go Sunspot and attack against Mangok.
I agree.
But who he puts down for defense? Dragon Man? Okay. No, I'll just get doomed.
Doom will work, but Doom, as we know, is not as fast as Sunspot can be.
Right. But will he use them is the question.
I
He
don't
does.
see a faster option.
He does.
Massacre.
Oh, he went Massacre.
Yeah.
Massacre could do it, yeah.
He just needs.
We
he
were talking about that yesterday, Jay.
So here's the thing, though. That block penetration matters. Oh wait, he doesn't have that though, right? He doesn't have that. So
He
okay.
doesn't have it on this one.
Yeah, which is kind of interesting.
Like I said, it was interesting that on the stat focus that mostly the champs are using in 7-stars, most people are using defensively and putting that Pierce or that
Well, that's the thing. That's why I'm saying it's interesting because I don't think he's touched his. They look like the standard build.
No,
Mm.
he's put the stat focus on. They just neither one of them are the block penetration one.
Right, but they automatically come with stack focus, is what I'm saying, and those look like the two that automatically come with.
Oh, so he may not have touched them.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't look like he touched them.
Nick
So
seems to be happy about this Masakre play. So
Masakre he needs to get the disorient really before he gets the incinerate. So now that's not going to work. The reason for that is because without the incinerate, the disorient lasts. I think it's 36% or 36 times compared to like 12 times as long with the incinerate.
ooh,
So it's much less.
ooh, that unblockable special
Yeah.
too.
That's it.
Oh my
That's
God.
it.
This can
That's
happen.
it.
That's
That's it.
going to be game 5.
Ooh, that is, and then he throws it while he's That's
Yeah.
see, and that's another thing that I think a lot of people don't realize is that how much AI manipulation you have to play when you're playing certain champions like Masakre or Valkyrie, because the
Mm-hmm.
damage comes from hitting them in their block. So you want to be actively throwing those with light attacks to get them to block, because if you
Yeah.
don't, the damage is severely gimped like that.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I think this is 2 games in a row though now, by the way.
Now it's 2.
Yeah.
It's 2 for John.
That John has pulled Mangog and Grass hasn't.
Grass is calling timeout, guys. He's calling
Yeah.
a timeout. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Keep talking, Matt. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. So I think that this is twice now where Grass has suffered at the hands of Mangog, where John's pulled them, but they haven't also had that card to use themselves. So that's now.
Hey, Grace, if you could let him know in game, because he has us deafened, even if I undeafen him, if you could let him know in game that you're calling a timeout real quick.
So if for Grass now, he's got to be looking at this and thinking, right, that's Rintra that's causing me issues,
Right.
and that's Mangog that's causing me issues.
Correct.
So
Now he's also going to the deck swap as well. I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with his deck. I think it's his decision making at this point.
he's looking at this, and I'd be looking at it the same, thinking, I have 9 Mystic defenders or Mystic champions, but only 4
What's going on,
science,
Pika?
and these
How you doing, man?
Mystic defenders are hurting.
Right. But he's self-inflicting some of that hurt by banning Scorpion and Torch, which I see that he has. Which I understand why. I'm just saying some of the damage that is being done is self-inflicted as well. You have to take into account your actions as well as your opponent's actions, right? That's just high tier battlegrounds, you know.
Like
that's the nature of the piece.
I'm looking at this and I'm seeing that Archangel isn't in his deck, but he's not banning Archangel.
Right. So yeah, that would be a ban that you should have, because that's a nuke option that you're taking away, especially if you're not putting them in your own personal deck.
Right.
Like Spider-Man Stealth is another option. It's not duped, so it loses out on quite a lot of the potency from the Fury. But he would still do pretty good.
Right.
The
And I think-
Scorpion there, is he going to put that in now?
I don't know, but I think we all agree that that Stealthy. I'll respect GD's wishes. I think we all agree that he is a very solid champion and he can nuke down things very, very quickly given most circumstances.
So we're 100% going to see a different ban here, by the way, because Hulklin's now gone into Grass's deck.
Yep.
Yes.
So he will now
So
ban.
he's not going to leave. He's not going to ban that now. He'll leave it open.
Yeah, because he's put it in his deck. Yeah. So
But-
probably Mangog then.
I'm thinking so.
Right.
He's gonna have to get rid of a Mystic because that wouldn't make any sense for Hulkling to take on either.
He would.
What's
He
going
will
on,
take.
Messiah?
He will take
Hashtag
Mangog
God mod.
away.
Hashtag Daddy mod. Hashtag Father's Day. Hashtag Drunk AF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just here dropping a like and showing love. Thanks, Messiah. I appreciate you stopping.
He
through,
will-
man.
Happy
He'll-
Father's Day, everyone.
I think he bans Mangog here
Uh-huh.
potentially if he takes Mangog out of the deck. I didn't notice.
I did not see that either.
And he'll leave Rintra in because
Right.
Archangel can still actually do Rintra at least.
I'm sure that.
Okay, he
looking at
did put in
Zemo-
Archangel. He did put in Archangel.
Yeah, he's
Put in
He's-
Archangel.
He
So
took
now he
out
won't ban.
Rintra. No, he took
So-
out Rintra though.
Yeah, so Rintra's going to be gone.
Okay, so
Rintra going-
he'll ban Rintra then.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll ban.
I'd be doing it the other way. I'd be taking that Mangog out.
Right, but his Mangog has block penetration on him. But I understand what you're saying. I think he's still an issue. I would not be running that many Cosmic Champions. in
Venom's
my
out.
deck.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Okay, so he's putting in Stealthy. Okay, Stealthy can handle a lot of different matchups, including Mystics, very, very well, guys.
Hmm.
I've taken Rentras with my Stealthy and destroyed them, and I'm talking a little over a minute because just due to the sheer health pool and the play style that you have to. But I've seen a couple people do it a little bit faster, slightly under a minute. Um, he takes on Doctor Doom very well. He takes on Absman very well, et cetera, et cetera. Now I don't
Now
know if he'll take Mangog very well because he's
there is
squishy.
uh, there is one champion in Grass's deck here who is a pretty solid, incredible nuke, but only people know how to use them really well.
Yeah, he actually uses that champion quite frequently, which is
Who
why I'm
who
not.
who are we talking about?
Well, I'm not sure if he's listening or not, so I'm not sure if I should say.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna say it's a skill champion. How about that?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about the same champion, but
Yeah.
I don't really want to like advertently tell him something and then it'd be like cheating. So I'll just wait.
I mean,
I
we've
think we're
we've
thinking-
just been suggesting bans
You're right.
and run, so it's not going to make a difference. now.
True, but I think we're both on the same page when it comes to said champion, and I've
Yeah.
actually seen him make videos on said champion. He's fairly
Yeah.
good with that champion. Now you know I'm not a fan of that champion, right? Like that's not my
Yeah.
champion. But I see the value in that champion. That's a very good champion, but I will never be using that champion like that
Yeah.
for right now. For right now.
If you could, I don't think you could be more cryptic if you tried.
Hood could help out with Mangog if he isn't sure. He could.
I don't think Hood, especially at rank 3. I think
And that's
I think is it unduped as well? The dupe try slightly change things.
Let's see.
But a rank 3 like unduped, especially Hood against a stat focused above rank 4 challenger, higher rated 7-star Mangog, you're probably gonna run out of bullets before you even get to where you think you're gonna get.
oh, I can tell you his opinion
Oh, it is
on
duped. It is duped.
the Tuma. He loves the Tuma in his deck.
Jay,
St.
Will,
Oliver.
opinion on that Atuma on Grass's deck? I think he should keep I think he has Atuma. We both love Atuma. Grass has already openly said that he loves Atuma as well. We agree in that regards. But
See,
Atuma is a problem, guys. Atuma is a problem. So
Valkyrie can do Mangog. You're right. She can.
Valkyrie can do Mangog, guys. Again, it's not that champions that he's using cannot do Mangog. It's you have to manipulate the AI in order to get the results that you want sometimes. And a lot of people overlook how difficult that can be in certain situations. Hence why we saw his Masakre get destroyed, because it's not as easy as it sometimes seems, or how other players make it look. That have been doing it at the highest level. It's like watching the NBA or any professional sport where they make it look easy, but then when you try to emulate that, you're like, oh shit, this is like really hard. And then that's what we're looking at, because in the certain situations when it matters, he's not able to get the AI to cooperate, essentially. So it's not that Valkyrie can't do that fight or Masakre can't do that fight. It's a matter of, can you get Mangog to block enough to hit him with a big special 2 when you have your buffs up? That's the
Right.
real question. Because if not, then you're going to see another failed special 2, or him gaining so much power because you're dexing and everything like that. Like, it's not a simple fight, in my opinion.
Yeah, just to catch up with a few people in chat as well, by the way. Yes, JJ, Jason is always up for you asking them questions for help and suggestions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't mind.
if Nick's talking about you can't always do a perfect fight, then I'm shocked, because I see a lot of Nick's fights that are arguably better than perfect.
Yeah.
I think Nick's about the same score that I'm at currently as well. I need to speak to Nick actually. I need to message you online, Nick, and speak to you about something. I want to check something on what you're thinking. But no, like again with Mangog especially, right now you're seeing probably 4. You're seeing 4 bands of champions here who are arguably perfect or like really solid counters to Mangog. So you're putting yourself in a really, really like tough situation there when you take that many people out. because if you have 6 people, that's a really solid Mangog counter, and you're taking 4 of them out, you're preying on your RNG in your deck that you'll at least get something close to being sensible.
All right, so as thought, Rentra did come out. He got banned.
Mm-hmm. Someone else. Oh yeah, FinTech just joined. I see you, Finn. I'm a
Hey,
What's going on, Finn?
What up, Finn?
I'm a bit late, but here I am.
He's a bit late. You were catching a nap after your 72-hour grind.
There you go.
I mean, I did get the champ, so it was worth it.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I did see that he had as by he I mean John had an opportunity to grab his Mephisto. I saw that he grabbed his Mangog, which is fine, but I think Mephisto would have served him really well given Grass's draft. I think Mephisto would have been a great pickup.
I don't know if I like this AA move versus.
It can go very quick if it goes well at the start.
If it goes well, but
it's about the start.
It is about the start, and again, that's that ANG or RNG factor that comes into play.
So he got some bleeds. He hasn't got any.
That's fine.
I would let him hit the block. I'd let him hit the block at this
Push
point.
him back.
Yeah.
Oh! There's a 3-piece that he just took.
That's not great. And the AI's doing the thing. He's doing the thing. Oh wow. Well, the good news is Morto's special 3 doesn't hit hard. The bad news is you're about to eat it.
Yeah. Which is a time waster.
This is definitely
We
a time
got
waster.
Gore versus Nimrod.
I mean, I don't like that matchup too much either.
Yeah, the only thing that he's got going for him is the shock.
Right.
No, Gore
He
against
hasn't-
Nimrod is a great matchup.
Yeah.
Goes down in
Really?
less than a minute. If the AI is nice and doesn't throw the special to with the unstoppable, which is exactly what happened here.
Yeah, they're not. Well, that Archangel fight did not go.
Well, the Archangel fight did not go the way he thought.
But so far, I don't think this fight's going down in under a minute here. I could be wrong.
No, you
it's
just
not.
gotta get
It's
a
not.
few of those
He already
divas up,
missed
go
it.
for special 3 and the fight is done. Just don't do it while the cowardice mode is active, and that's exactly what he did. Never mind then, alright.
He said this is exactly what he did. He's like, don't do this. Never mind, he did it. Don't do this.
Well-
Never mind, he did it.
And the cowardice triggers before the special 3 damage is
Oh,
calculated,
he's about
so
to
it's
eat
Well,
it.
when
if
you...
he
Very
did
good.
enough damage, he's dying. He's going to die because obviously
definitely
right here
gonna
we
die.
see it already.
Yeah,
Well, we
yeah.
already see it
Yeah.
on
But hey,
on
they
John's side.
both fights did not go according to plan. We'll say it that way.
But it was enough. It was an ugly win.
Hey,
I'm sure Grass will take it
a
as he
win is a
needs
win.
this game 6 to extend it to a game 7.
If I'm John, I'm very disappointed, but I mean that's the nature of the beast when it comes to relying on RNG. That's just
So Mangog and Nimrod now. I would say that John's going to destroy that Nimrod with Hawkling.
I would agree with you. 100%.
I don't.
I'd be throwing Chavez.
He could go Chavez. He can go Chavez.
He
but
could go Chavez, but the thing is, you want to make sure you win. He did go Chavez. I always say when you're down 1, you want to make. You
I
need to
don't
win
know.
2 to get to 3.
I mean, I know why he went Chavez here because maybe he was worried about OS on defense, but at the same time, I don't know, man. If he throws down his Mangog now on defense, then
Yeah, you're not.
I
Yeah,
don't
you're
hopefully
Hawkling is just.
I mean, he
there.
has Juggy, so Juggy's probably going to be the saving grace there, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And Hulkling for defense. That has to
I-
be the play. At this
I
point.
wouldn't be sure, Nick.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah, Jugs might have been the better. I think might have been the better play than Chavez too. David.
No.
What's going on, Dead
because,
Rebel?
I tried Jugs versus Nimrod, and he places
It doesn't
that.
work.
Yeah, he places.
Oh,
that
because of that
weakness on you.
debuff. That weak,
Yeah, he
that
places that
weakness
debuff on you, and
Yeah.
it sucks. That fight is
Yeah,
terrible.
It's not great.
I
But
would.
This
never
is going
do that
fairly
fight
well for
again.
John.
Right,
This
with
is going fairly
Chavez
well for
though,
John.
but
Yeah.
now with Juggernaut. Juggernaut would be terrible at this.
Chavez is a lot stronger than what people give her credit for.
Yeah, she's great. She's good. It was just I was thinking round 3. I knew she could do this fight, but I was thinking in terms of round 3 because she can
So
also
with Chavez
do,
not
right.
Yeah, with
because
Chavez.
if you had Chavez in the 3rd round, she can take a Mega Sentinel and she can
That's
take
right.
Mangog.
Yeah.
Hulkling cannot take Well, you
Mint
can
guy.
try.
Well,
but
that's
It's not going to go fun.
It's
not
not
gonna
gonna
go well.
It's not gonna go well.
Not
So
gonna go
I
well.
would use Hulkling here unless I'm using Hulkling on defense. This is what I'm saying because Chavez can take them both on offense.
Yeah. Now,
so that's why I said that.
with Nick saying, obviously, come back to the comments here that the too chunky, Mangok is, but the benefit of the negative versus Mangok compared to the negative Rintra is that the energy resistance is nowhere
What's
near.
going on, KT?
What's going on, KT? All right. So
For those who haven't heard yet, KT is involved in tomorrow's Final Four / finals, all in one.
Yeah.
Ben, did you get my message earlier for what time you?
I did.
You and Dad. Okay.
I believe that's 6 p.m. my time, so it should be fine.
If I'm John, I want to weave in a heavy here. I want to weave in a heavy simply because I want to stagger. Oh wait, well I guess she's staggered.
He's immune.
Yeah, so I guess not. So this is going to be interesting because now. Okay. Got a little sloppy there.
Yeah, he's got an incinerate on him.
Yeah. Which is fine. One more special 2 should do it. However, he has taken a substantial damage.
Yeah, Pekka. The reason why there's a big delay is because John is on Discord, and Jay was out, and I couldn't get him in time to get his stream set up so we can capture it. And Grass is on YouTube.
Yeah, this match is going horrible.
It's not going great for either, so let's see how it finishes.
I would have to chalk this up as either nerves or I don't know, because if I'm John, I'm one fight away from winning this whole thing.
Yeah.
And if I'm Grass, I'm one fight away from
losing
this thing, right? So I think the nerves go up a little bit the closer to the end on either side, but that's just my personal opinion. I could be completely wrong. But trust me, guys, they are under a lot of pressure, guys. Knowing people are watching you, it just puts a certain
changes
type of
everything
pressure on you.
Yep. JJ, the bottom one is John on Discord.
All right, so he's definitely going for the SP2. He finishes his fight, not great, but if Grass does not finish, he will win. So that's the thing. If Grass does not finish,
I don't think he's going to finish.
And that's all that matters.
Yeah,
if
here we go.
If he doesn't finish,
there it is. There it is, and John wins.
There it is. It was ugly, but it was a win. It was intercept.
He takes the last 3.
Yo, so yeah, nicely done. I don't think Grass was heavily outmatched there. I just think it came down to decision making and execution, and I think John did it a little more consistently there. Yeah. Not that I think on any other given day, Grass can do the same to John, because I think these guys are relatively even.
They're very evenly matched.
Yeah, so definitely GG's to both of them.
And I got Grass unmuted, so I'm assuming he's probably going to end the stream first. John's may join us. He hasn't joined us before. I know why he hasn't joined us before, but he may join us now as the winner of the tournament. Let's see if he does.
Can he speak English?
His English is. He said his English is a little rough, but I mean, hopefully he'll join us.
That's fine. That's fine.
But GG's to John.
Yeah, he played well.
Who is our first time winner in one of our tournaments.
Played very well. Grass, you can unmute yourself.
Grass, you can unmute yourself, buddy.
So, John left.
All right,
There's
what's
Grass.
up?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
GG's, man.
GG's to you. A little rough there at the end. You call that timeout to make those changes. I know that Jason and Matt both had questions about some of the changes. So they want to kind of, I'm sure they'll both have questions. So, Jay, if you want to start, looks like Matt just muted himself.
Yeah, I was actually going to let Finn go because Finn probably has the least amount since he's been here for the least amount of time. So I wanted him to get his questions off first.
You said Finn?
Yeah.
Finn, do you have any questions?
I wasn't here long enough to
get any questions. That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Okay. First and foremost, Grass, congratulations just making it to the finals. That is a major feat in itself. So I'd like to congratulate you on that. You guys were back and forth the first few matches. You guys seemed relatively evenly matched there. Walk me through your thought process of I saw you having some issues with Rentra, and I saw you having some issues with Mangog. However, ultimately, it looks like when you called your timeout, you got rid of a Rentra, which yours is unduped, fair enough. But you left up Mangog, and it looks like Mangog was ultimately the reason why you ended up losing. I know you tried him offensively this time instead of defensively, but he still was the reason why you lost. So, what was where, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, Rentra would have rinsed that Hulk one, in my opinion. But what was your thought process there behind those two?
I let him keep Mangog because I kept holding on to the hope that maybe I'd have a really impressive defensive performance from my Mangog, but I really never did. So, I would have loved to ban both, but like his roster had so many champs I wanted to get rid of, I just couldn't do all at once.
Understandable. Very understandable. The more you play Battlegrounds, the more options your opponents will have at the higher the level that you go. So that's very understandable. There's some people that I love to face that I would like to get like 10 bans to feel kind of like they're at a slight disadvantage, but you know, that's just the nature of the beast. You only get 3. Now, I can't help but also notice that you didn't put and forgive me, Matt, if this was going to be your question, but I have no idea if you're coming back or not anytime soon. Mantis in your deck, and that's who we were talking about earlier, who can just absolutely slap, which I know you're a fan of because you put out Mantis videos. Why did you not consider putting her in the deck for a quick KO?
I did put her in the last round. I just didn't have her before for the other ones.
I didn't see you put her in because we were talking about her. We saw you put in Hulkling. We saw you put in Archangel.
I made like 3 or 4 changes on that on my timeout.
Gotcha. Okay.
I
so
think
maybe...
I got rid of. Oh, sorry. What were you saying?
No. You go ahead, please.
I added Stealthy. I added Mantis. I added my Hulkling. I don't think I added anyone else. I know I added those 3.
Did you put in Archangel by any chance?
Oh yeah, that was the 4th one. That's it.
Okay,
yeah.
so I saw Archangel, I saw Stealthy, and I saw Hulkling. I did not see Mantis. We kept talking about her, but I did not see that. Okay, so that makes more sense. Is there a reason why you didn't have her initially?
I honestly expected to get better results from Masakre and Kate, and I didn't. So, I think I didn't take into the fact that Masakre would not be great with masochism at all. And Kate, I was running her mainly because she was whitelisted, but I didn't get a lot of practice in with her as I would have liked to know exactly what I should do for some rounds.
That's what happens when you take a vacation in the middle of a tournament. No, I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
I ranked 3'd her yesterday. So I'm like, oh, she was whitelisted, so I guess I'll just rank 3 her and I'll have automatic success. But no.
Right. Well, see, that's something that we were actually talking about while you were playing. Is that
hey, real quick before you say the next thing? John is in the chat. Says thanks for all the effort you put in. Hey, John, I'll be reaching out to you in the tournament chat. I'll probably hit you up in your PM, so check it there, so we can talk about how we're going to, finish things out and go forward from there. All right, keep going.
GG's, John. You did amazing, man. Matt, actually, I'll let you take it over. I was just going to say that me and you were having the conversation with GD that some of the players, such as FinTech, such as yourself, such as KT, etc., they make champions look a lot easier than they actually are to play in certain situations that a lot of people don't take into consideration when they're actually taking said matchups and not thinking about. And I think your Masakre fight versus the Mangog fight was an example of that. Not only do you have to worry about the high MD that he was running when you dex, plus he's going to go unstoppable, unblockable when he gets to 10 of the hatred charges, and then on top of that, you have to manipulate the AI to hit him with the big special 2, and you saw what happened when you hit him with the special 2. When he was not blocking, it did barely, essentially nothing. And then on top of that, you had to consider trying to get the disorient up first before you got the incinerate, which does not happen, and then masochism. So some players, that's not really a big deal to them. It's kind of like incursions where they can deal with 7 different nodes, and some players can only deal with like 2 or 3, right? So so that was
Yeah, I do have an explanation as to why I used Masakura there. It's just not a good one.
No, go ahead, please. We're here to listen.
I was looking at my defenders and I saw that I had basically nothing, and I was like, my only chance for round 3 is if I keep Valk for a quick nuke, because he's automatically going to have a quick nuke with whatever I throw down for the next round. I was like, my only chance is if I keep Valk, who was what I was originally going to use for Mangog, and I just didn't think through the fact that I guess Masakure and just whatever else I had just would not be able to take that Mangog at all. And I should have done my best to just win that round.
You did have Sunspot though.
I did have Sunspot. I wasn't feeling confident. In hindsight, Sunspot was definitely the play. I just made a bad choice.
That's okay. Matt, go ahead and take over, please.
Well, sorry. First thing I want to say is congratulations to John. Played well. Did very well over the thing. Did the long game, as Jason and GD kind of spoke about quite often. Congratulations on never being able to go into this bracket again, because now you've won, the GD will put you into the high one. So,
that's not necessarily true. It's not necessarily true.
But, so, Grass, again, that was unfortunate. I was quite unlucky, to be fair. There was a few matchups. I just, like, reviewing it back, noticed how much, again, we spoke about it in the stream, but that 7-star Mangok is hurting people so badly.
Yep.
Like, when Grass got them but John didn't, Grass won. When John got them but Grass didn't, John won. Like, he was very much in the category of...
A tipping point
yes,
for both.
In both ways. Like, I think there was only one round, and I can't remember who did the matchup, so I'm going to be doing someone a huge injustice, where somebody did Chavez versus Mangog. I think that was a 49k score.
Yeah, that was me. I finished like with really high health in like 7 seconds or something.
I think that was the only time where we saw someone actually successfully take down Mangog, because of, and I say successfully in a loose term, like a 47, 48 plus score sort of thing.
Yeah, I lost that round. I think he used Archangel or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's just one of the things where, because of the bans that were being set, so you got Torch, you had Spot, you had Tigra, and you also had Scorpion. There's so many of the good counters to like a Mangog or a Rintra or something else that have just disappeared. It leaves you with only a couple more left to hope that the draft gives you, or else you're in trouble.
I think the bans he went with the entire round were pretty. Yeah, he definitely was really smart with his bans. My Spot was what hindered me from beating most of his Mystics, and my Tigra could have taken a lot of fights that I struggled with as well. Atuma is just Atuma.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't bring myself to ban Atuma. I can't do
He didn't have Kitty, so Atuma would have completely annihilated him.
Thank you. See, Grass, this is why I know you get me, brother. This is why you are a fan of Atuma, such as myself. Is this correct?
Yeah, it makes us sick, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, it's what it is. Like them matches. Again, congratulations to John. Like, it's just on the day, anything can happen. One champion at the end seemed to be the sort of like main decider.
I think if we did this 9 more times, it'd probably be 5-5.
Yeah.
I think you guys were very evenly matched.
I think so as well. We kept saying that the whole time, Grass. So don't get too discouraged, because you guys were just, in my opinion, you guys were pretty much equals.
Yep. Very much so. Very much so.
GD, I did see people asking about if you're going to raid someone after, by the way.
Yeah, I have a raid set up. The only person I see is Andrew at the moment. And that's Would it want to? Any final questions for the grass?
Can I just say that, Grass, if you had Black Cat in your deck, you wouldn't have had any Rintrip problems.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
It's tricky. It's tricky in the victory track meta.
Yeah.
Just because of the Masso changes perception of a few things. I'm not a huge black. I'm not a huge Black Cat player, but I know that she's a favorite for like shutting down a lot of stuff.
She works really well in this meta.
Use Black Cat, and I'm like, no, I don't think that's gonna go well for me. And maybe it would have. I still don't think running Black Cat would be smart. And after losing, I still don't think that would be.
Yeah, I didn't run it, but hey, I don't think, that was a terrible idea. I just don't think that was either the right call either. I think what you did, Grass, was the best that you could in the circumstances that you had, and that's what it is. I don't think you made super crazy calls or anything like that. I think you played brilliantly, and I just think some things worked while other things didn't. But as far as putting Black Cat in your deck, if you don't think that was the right call, then it wasn't the right call.
It was not the right call? Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah. So Jay, Matt, any final questions for Grass or anything?
No, I think I covered what I needed to.
No, I don't think it's a question. It's more of a look, keep your head up, go again.
Oh yeah,
GD.
Yeah. Because like I said, you do this again, and I think if you guys fight again, you win the second version of this, and then we could do it up to 10 times, and you guys, like I said, would be 5-5. I think you guys were very evenly matched. He just had a couple matchups that went his way, especially towards the end there, because up through 4 games, you guys were completely tied on matches won and everything.
Yep.
Matches won everything. So real quick, we'll flip this over now to just real quick to talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow, starting at 11 a.m. EST, we will get FinTech versus Dab. That will also be the current victory track meta as well. And then straight after, we'll get KT1 versus McLinks. And then right after that, we will get the champion match between whoever wins versus those two. The God of Chaos, though, has stepped in and said he wanted to shake things up for the finals.
Oh, here we go. I am so excited that you get to announce this. I've been so excited.
So Iris has stepped in and said for the final match, which I have not even told the finalists yet. So if you're here and listening, you're welcome. If you win, there will be no whitelist, blacklist for the finals. It will be in the Gladiator Circuit meta, and this is how it will go. Since there is no whitelist, no blacklist, your highest scoring champ in the round. So in game 1, if I was playing Jason and I won with Torch, or I had a high score with Torch, and he had a high score with, let's just say, Atuma, we would have to take those champs out of our deck for the next 3 games.
Yeah,
they're gone.
Atuma's safe then.
Yeah, Atuma's safe. I'm just saying, like in general.
Yeah.
In general, if this is what the thing. And then in game 2, whoever our highest scoring champs were, they would come out the deck, so on and so forth. So, be ready, be prepared. You know which track you're facing. Have a backup for your decks in place. You'll need at least 3. Because every 3rd game you'll get somebody back.
Why have you made our job so much harder now tracking this?
Yeah. Oh well. Hey, this is a God of Chaos, guys. So now,
God of Chaos.
Now
Iris.
what this adds an element of strategy to the game that wasn't once there. Now these players are gonna have to consider, like for instance, I know FinTech loves Tigra. Now he has to consider, if I use my Tigra here, and I finish the fight in 32 seconds, then I don't
score 55k points.
Right, then I don't get to use my Tiger for the next 3 matches. Well, guys, guess what? What if it's match number 5? That means Tiger's out.
That means Tiger's out for the rest.
That means Tiger's out. So now he has to consider, oh, do I use somebody else to potentially win this match? Or is KT or McLinks or DAP, do they have somebody faster where I have no choice? So now they have to think when and where they're going to use said champions because they may or may not get those champions back. So now this creates an element of chaos because now they have to consistently think on the fly of what they can do and what they should not do in order to win said matches futuristically and not just for the moment. So I think it's a brilliant idea.
Love it. Love the idea. When Ears told me about the idea, I was like, And at first, I was like, for like the first 30 seconds of thinking about it, I was thinking, that's madness. And then I said, I love it. After 31 seconds, I was like, let's do that. So we are now introducing that into there. That is going to be for the finals. Pretty excited about that. Again, starting at 11 a.m. EST. Fintech and Dab, then KT and McLeets directly after. Then directly after that, the championship match for this tournament, and there we'll go forward from there.
And we will be live to cover all of it, guys. I will be here committed to it with GD. I can't speak for Matt. We hope Matt is here, but I definitely will be here.
Yeah, should be.
Sounds perfect. All right, so if you want to do the raid, then I guess we're good.
Yeah. I think we're good. All right. What's the prize? Well, the winner of this current match, which was John, I'll be getting in touch with him. He wins $100 USD. $50 will go to Grass USD. Those will go out sometime this week, I'm hoping. In the worst case scenario, it'll be sometime next week. The winner of the God bracket will win $400, and the second place finisher will win $150.
I'm just saying to all these players, the 4th of July is coming up, guys. So you know my inbox. You know what I'm saying? So
they're not worried. They're not worried about you.
I accept.
They are not worried about you.
I accept tips. I'm just saying.
They are not worried about you. All right, I just posted Andrew's link in the description. We'll hit him with a hashtag. We'll get him a traditional dog raid because I believe this is the first time I've ever raided him.
Yeah.
And so there's that. And we will see you guys over there. Thank you guys for hanging out, and we will see you back here tomorrow, 11 a.m. EST.
Peace.
Till then, peace.